All right. Our last induction will be made by two special colleagues of our inductee. That's Melissa Brousseau and Brian Malinowski.
Hello, I am Melissa Brousseau, and I'm the Associate Athletic Director here and an athletic trainer.
My name is Brian Malinowski. I'm the athletic admin assistant, and it is our privilege to present Mark Conroy for an induction into Williston Athletic Hall of Fame. There are very few positions at Williston as esteemed as athletic director, both in longevity and in impact. This inductee certainly has shown both of these feats in his time here. Coming to the school to take over two gargantuan roles, football coach and athletic director, Mark Conroy hit the ground running in 2000. As head football coach, he led the Wildcats to an 84-47 record over 16 years, including 3 NEPSAC Bowl games appearances in 2000, 2001, and 2014. His team produced 33 All-New England prep team athletes, countless college-bound football players, and many alums who remain in contact with him to this day. Mark also coached other sports in various levels during his tenure here. Of note, he led thirds tennis for a season and coached 2 seasons with girls varsity basketball, 3 seasons with boys varsity basketball, and 17 seasons with boys thirds basketball. He also enthusiastically taught PE to our middle schoolers, introducing them to all those sports Wilson had to offer. When you add it all up, Mark has coached for a remarkable 39 seasons during his 24 years at Wilson. But limiting him to just coaching duties would just be that, limiting. His largest impact on the school community was through his role as athletic director and leader of the Wildcats. His can-do spirit, greater emphasis on sportsmanship, and reminder of respect for self and others were felt in action every day.
Mark is a creative, considerate, and very patient thinker. He's willing to go outside the box, anticipate trends, and meet the demands of our students. He founded new programs, grew the community through the team experience, and played a role in improving athletic facilities that we train and compete on. Under his leadership and focus on equity, the school added girls volleyball, girls golf, and ultimate to its offerings. Mark also collaborated with Hall of Famer Jay Grant to add a full-time strength and conditioning coach to the athletic staff. This role has grown to be of vital importance to all students, not just those who are college-bound. With Mark as athletic directors, Williston students have fully embraced athletics and the role it can play in their lives. Every year, roughly about 30% of the graduating class goes on to play collegiate athletics, and that is really something that we can be proud of. This is largely because of his leadership, hiring, and inspiring future Hall of Fame coaches. There is also a tremendous balance with this. Mark prioritizes the student experience no matter what team or what program that they belong on. And over the course of 24 years, he has supported thousands of students and those who have coached them. The impact of Mark and his wife Monique have had on our school community was recognized earlier today with their Distinguished Service Award. He's the epitome of student-centered care, and he has had a lifetime dedicated service to others. No one else represents the green and blue like you. Without a question, Mark Conroy's contributions to our athletic department and the greater school community reflect exceptional measure of service and leadership through his 24 years here at Williston. We would like to invite Mark Conroy to the stage. You're already here, up to the podium to accept his award.
Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Brian and Melissa, I really appreciate your kind words and this very, very special honor. It has been an incredible privilege to live and work in this wonderful community for the past 24 years. Serving as the athletic director and football coach was a dream job for me for many reasons, not the least of which was stepping into the shoes of someone I really admired and looked up to as a young athletic director, Rick Francis. When I take a step back and consider Williston's athletic program in the pantheon of NEPSAC schools, I must say that I'm very proud. I really had two primary goals leading our program. First and foremost was that the athletic experience for every kid in every season complemented their Williston educational experience. That at the forefront of our teaching as coaches was using the multitude of opportunities that athletics provide to teach transferable life skills and build relationships. Secondly, knowing that athletics are played on such a public stage and are unquestionably the most visible part of any school, that our teams and community represented Williston with the highest ideals of sportsmanship, both as a competitor and as a community. In my experience, most schools talk about the importance of this, but there are only a handful of schools that truly walk the walk and make it central to their athletic experience. In my humble opinion, Williston has led the way in this noble pursuit. While I never prioritized winning as most important, I will say that I'm incredibly proud of the competitiveness of our athletic program. When I take a step back and consider how competitive we have been, I have to say that it is really striking. Despite not being one of the largest or most heavily endowed schools, we have gone toe-to-toe with the best in NEPSAC in most sports on an annual basis. Of course, there are a number of factors that contribute to this, primarily strong school leadership, starting at the top. Looking at you, Mr. Hill, and our admission office, Mr. Dietrich, and certainly our outstanding coaches, particularly from our head coaches. There's an old saying in athletics that good players make good coaches, but I also believe that good coaches make a good AD. I will say that for me, on a personal basis, in terms of pure enjoyment and satisfaction, nothing tops serving. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, Coach. All right. Got this. Take your time.
Serving as our football coach. We get into this profession hopefully to make a difference in the lives of young people. As an administrator, we are often once removed from that direct impact on kids. So for me, sharing a football season with 40 boys and 4 coaches each fall was very, very special. I never finished a football season, regardless of how many games we won, without feeling incredibly thankful for the opportunity to lead the program. And yes, while I might be slightly biased, I strongly believe that there is not a more beautiful spot to coach prep school football in New England than Sawyer Field on a beautiful autumn day. That pleasant thought helped me pull it together. Beyond how well we competed, I'm also very proud that Williston always seemed to be at the forefront of our peers in so many ways. Just to name a few, second school in NEPSAC to put in a turf field with lights. What an impact. One of the first to implement and hire an on-campus full-time strength coach. Coach LePan, are you here? He's here in spirit. Nap time. The first school to initiate concussion management protocol, initiating college recruitment panels, celebrating our seniors headed off to college with seasonal signing ceremonies. On the larger stage of NEPSAC leadership, Williston has continued to make an oversized impact on this organization's initiatives and administration. A special shout out to my colleagues David Kurakowski and Krista Talbot-Saifu for their longtime association leadership. Finally, I want to take this opportunity to thank my support team over the years, starting with the best partners an AD could ever ask for in Jay Grant and Melissa Brousseau. This support team also has included so many wonderful people like J.T. Terrell, Al Laval, Ansel Garvey, Blaine LePan, and Brian Malinowski. It has been such a privilege to serve with all of them. Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't say that my commitment to Williston was never a singular effort, but always included the best partner an AD, coach, and spouse could ever ask for, my wife, Monique. Thanks, Mo, and thank you, Williston, from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I just have two thoughts that I have to say in closing. I don't know if you're going to. So just a couple things that have gone unmentioned as I think about Mark's time coaching football and being the athletic director here that are illustrative, I think, also. One is there's an award, Mark, you're going to have to help me out, the Boyden Award that goes to the best player in
Top football scholar athlete.
top football scholar athlete in Western New England, and the number of winners we've had from Mark's program and now Tommy Beaton's program is amazing, and it says a lot about the sportsmanship, which is so integral to Mark. You know, when I think of purpose, passion, and integrity, I kind of always think of Mark Conroy. The second, on a lighter note, is when he hung up the coaching clipboard, he went right up to the booth, and he announces our games. And there's never been a more biased announcer at a high school football game than Mark Conroy. He tries hard to hide it, but you know, I can hear it from my house up at the head's house when the game's still roaring along down at Sawyer Field. So Mark, it's been a great run. It's been a true honor in my professional life to have you as the athletic director, to reunite two Middlebury guys for 14 years that I've been here. So thanks, Mark.